Greetings, people of Earth. My name is Rob Whelan. My pronouns are he, him. I'm an author, game designer, and professional nerd. Tonight, I am the host of Theater of the Mind Players, your friendly local actual play show.
Slaps!
Oh, cold-blooded!
I was gonna get in Sarah's face, but then you said it, and now...
Welcome to our session 0 for our playthrough of Return to Dark Tower. This game is a fantasy role-playing game from 9th Level Games that is powered by the polymorph system, which, if you have watched other seasons of our show, you will know that we have played before under the name of MAZES. So if you want to see additional examples of how this game is played, go and check out our MAZES playthrough. Now, I'm still going to explain how the game works and everything, just because we have a couple players here who didn't play it last time. And of course, as we all know, with Tawny and Ethan's encyclopedic knowledge of all the games that we've played, they don't need any sort of reminder. So any sort of reminding that I do is going to be to the players that haven't played this game yet.
Or for you at home.
You at home.
Now, Return to Dark Tower is a game that is based on a different property. Now, we've played games that have been based on movies and TV and things like that, but this game is based on a board game called Return to Dark Tower.
Not the Stephen King.
Yeah,
book.
not
Yes.
Not the
nothing
Stephen
Stephen
I will
King.
say-
Many a confusion.
If you came here for Stephen King,
Sorry.
stick around anyways, but...
But yeah, we are not going to be doing any Roland gunslinger type stuff.
Unless I make Roland.
No, that just confuses
Or Eddie?
things.
Susanna, maybe?
Oh, God.
So, Return to Dark Tower is a reboot of a classic board game from 1981 called Dark Tower, also still unrelated to Stephen King. And people of my generation might remember it because it has a massive tower in the center of the game that was electronic, and you would punch stuff in when you would take actions, and it would kind of calculate the game as you played. Sarah is slowly burning a, did I see this?
Yeah. Yeah, it'll take a while.
So, okay, my dad had it when I was a kid, and it was always a very exciting time to play it. And Restoration Games, which is a company that kind of takes games out of the past and brings them forward in new and exciting ways, redid that game a few years ago, and then they connected with 9th Level Games to do a role-playing game set in that universe. This is a sword and sorcery, dark universe, dark fantasy type of game. Long ago, the sorcerer king Azkal built a tower at the crossroads of the Four Kingdoms. Beyond its ebon walls, he practiced dark sorcery in search for power. As Azkal's madness grew, his apprentice, the sorceress Nimit, plotted against him. She stole his wondrous treasures and fled the tower, and then recruited heroes from the Four Kingdoms to stop them. One hero prevailed. Azkal was defeated, and the tower lay vacant. But a new adversary has claimed the Dark Tower. It grows in power, spreading corruption and calling forth wicked creatures from afar. This foe cannot be defeated alone. New heroes from the Four Kingdoms must gather and return to Dark Tower.
Boom, 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 boom.
Insert guitar riff or...
Mealy, 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 mealy.
So, if you hadn't already guessed, these folks are the folks who are going to be the heroes returning to Dark Tower.
Oh, hello.
I don't want to go there. It's scary. It's dark.
Well, too bad, because you're a hero, and that's what you do. So... we're going to make those characters, and we're also going to make two related types of characters. One is a companion which is the sidekick character to one of the big heroes that we're playing here. And we're actually going to make the adversary as well. But before we do that, I should probably introduce everybody at the table. So let's start with so I've talked about why I'm excited to play this game, both in the connection to my personal learned history, and I'm really excited about the fact that we're all going to be making the adversary together. So let's go around the table and introduce yourself and why you are excited to play Return to Dark Tower. And let's start with not a familiar face, but perhaps a familiar voice.
Hi, I'm Brad Davies, he, him. I have stepped out from behind the board. It has grown sentient now, and it can run itself, so...
No, nobody likes AI!
Oh, it has grown sentient until I tell it to stop being sentient. So, yeah, I'm here.
Stanley's running the board.
Yeah,
Stanley's running the board.
It's that dog meme where he has no idea what he's doing.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Anyways, I am excited to do this because I am of the vintage that did not play this board game, but does know of these kind of ridiculous board games that were super electronic, and then they were kind of lame because they were they beat booped and they were fantastic back then, but after you kind of figured them out, you're like, oh, eh. So I want to see kind of the new stuff as well as what
was that space station one that we played?
Omega Strain?
Omega Virus.
Yeah, Omega Virus, yeah.
Super good. That was
fun.
So yeah, I just want to check that out. Also, I like sword and sorcery stuff, so that's awesome.
Let's go on to our next mind player.
Hello. My name is Ethan Ixon Anderson, he, him, and I am excited to play this game because I also am a big fan of the sword and sorcery, and I'm going to see how many secret Dark Tower references I can make without anyone noticing.
I will tell you right now, I ain't noticing shit.
Same.
Yeah, I didn't read that series.
I read the first half of the first book.
Jess, they're all for you if you're watching.
We love you, Jess.
That's also an Omen reference. Let's move on to our next mind player.
Hi, my name is Tawny P. Thompson, she, hers, and I'm excited because these tiny little character sheets are so cute. And also, I do enjoy sword and sorcery, and 9th level just does a great game, so I'm hyped.
The tiny character sheets come as part of the player tower, which we have here.
Break out your reading glasses if you need them.
Yeah,
check out.
but that's okay.
If you wanted to see how this thing comes together, we did film a video of me putting it together. So if you haven't, you're like, I don't know how this works, go check that out. But last but not least, our final mind player.
Hi, my name is Sarah Babe, she, they, and I'm excited to play this game for a couple of reasons. Number one, I really love playing with Brad. And also, I have no idea what I'm doing. So it doesn't happen very often when I'm sitting down at a table to play games. And and number three, Chris is cool, even though you got to tell Yeet to take his kid back. He's riding our jackalope. It's weird.
This is true.
This game uses the polymorph system, which means that the dice that you would normally use as a hit dice for your character is the one dice that you roll when you want to do something. And it's not like a usual system where you're trying to hit a target number or something. Well, I guess you are trying to hit a target number, but it's not like you're trying to beat a target number. You're depending on what action you do, you're trying to hit a number based on that particular thing. So, for example, if you are trying to do something with smarts or intelligence or magic, that's a books roll, and you want to try to hit a 2 or a 3. If you're trying to do something with movement or avoiding danger or something like that, that's a boots roll, and you want to hit a 3, 4, or 5. If you want to do fighty stuff, you want to punch something, you want to stab something, that's a blades roll, and that's 4, 5, 6, or 7. And then the bones roll, is you trying to tough things out and resist damage and things like that. And that's 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. So characters are going to be based on the die type and which one you want to play. So if you want to play the Paragon, you will choose a D4. You are the expert. You are the smallest die, but it explodes the most. You have the most spirit, but you are also the most susceptible to danger. The Paragon is the most cerebral of the character roles, focusing on thinking, talking, and their senses over combat and action. The Paragon uses their special skills more than any other roles, and they shine when they are rolling against books. If you want to play the Vanguard, you take a D6. You are always at the forefront of the action. It is the most active of the character roles. It's pretty good at everything: physical action, combat, and skills. They shine when they're rolling against books and boots. And they also excel when the story focuses on non-combat action. If you want to play as the Vanguard, you should... you'll always be in the thick of it. You use your instincts or intelligence, talk a lot, be a decent fighter, but maybe not the best at it, and so on and so forth. For the Paragon, you want to be the Paragon if you want to solve problems, investigate, talk a lot, make decisions, and use your forces. Because you are each playing a capital H hero fighting against the Dark Tower, you will have access to forces who are your soldiers, your ring of spies, your legion of ghosts, your whatever. And you will sometimes when you make a roll, you might not succeed at it, but if you roll a certain die type, your forces will basically come up and be like, "Oh, sir, you know that thing you're trying to do? Here it is. We got Johnson to do it."
Corporal Johnson,
Yeah,
came through yet again.
Does.
If you want to smash faces, take the D8 for the fighter. They are the best in combat scenes. The fighter is always in the middle of the action for a battle. They shine best when they're rolling blades. Choose the fighter because you want to stab it, kill it, or set it on fire. Survive a beating, dish out some hurt, and Tawny Thompson is not allowed to play a fighter. It's written right here.
Oh no!
Oh, cram.
I can't.
Was that a ratted out or a ratted in?
Chris wrote it in here. Like, I'm so sorry.
I'm blaming it on Yeet.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. It's probably
he's been
That does look like Yeet's
Is it written in crayon?
Yeah. No, it's written in something, so it's probably Yeet.
Yep.
We can overrule Yeet if you really want to play the fighter. The Sentinel is the shield that guards the kingdoms. They're the most defensive of the character roles. They're good in combat, and especially with brawn and health type tests. They do the most damage and have the greater effect, but the fighter is more accurate. Choose the Sentinel if you want to be safe and keep others safe, defend the party, deal the most damage, use your forces as an extension of yourself, or soak up damage and laugh at it. Now, since we have 4 players here, obviously let's have one person choose each die type. Let me see if this helps. So, now, in regular mazes, you choose your die type, and then you choose kind of your class. And the class reflects off of whether you use sorcery, shadow, or sword to protect the kingdom and battle the adversary in the Dark Tower. Now, in this version of the game, they actually have more specific classes for each choice. So perhaps if I read off those particular classes, one of you'll go, "Oh, I want to do that."
Yeah, do that.
I mean, I was kind of thinking the cerebral D4 guy, or
Well, let's start with them.
yeah, okay, yeah.
So, if you are a paragon that uses shadow, you are a relic hunter who specializes in acquiring and using ancient magic treasures and weapons. 1 part tomb robber, 1 part crazy, and 1 part scholar.
Yeah, I think.
If you use the sword, you are the dour archwright. They were a builder, but now they're a demolisher. They understand buildings, fortifications, machinery, locks, and engineering. Most archwrights are strong of limb, but probably past their prime, turning to smithing and building after their fighting days are behind them.
Oh, so you're basically a dwarf.
And the Reverent Astromancer, if you use sorcery.
What?
The Astromancer is a diviner, illusionist, and master of the celestial magics. Before taking up arms against the adversary, they were a scholar or court advisor, and now they're desperately fighting against the omens and portents they see in the sky every night. Oh, I should also read. So each one also has their forces defined. The forces of the Astromancer are astral projections. They provide advantage in divination, farseeing, and communications. They reinforce the Astromancer with spirit light bolts, magical attacks, and binding shields. The Arkwright's forces are a squad of engineers. They provide advantage to building and solving tough situations.
Oh my god.
They reinforce the Archwright with insight, strong arms, and the occasional hammer to the knee.
Rocket Stone.
Rocket Stone.
The forces of the Relic Hunter are a company of acquisitionists. Acquisitionists provide advantage in carrying, cataloging, and moving all kinds of cargo.
I buttle, sir.
They reinforce the Hunter of Relics with their knowledge, their connections, and sometimes even their muscle.
How can I choose?
Well,
Oh man. How can okay. So like
well, if you want to silently meditate,
Read all the D4s. Or the
That was the
D6s.
the D6s.
Yeah.
All right, actually, we'll just go up through the 4, the 8, the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the
So-
D6.
that's fair. That's fair.
The vanguard of sorcery is the Haunted Recluse. The Recluse has come out from their hermitage to take up the fight against the adversary. They are usually strange and socially awkward, but ultimately kind and caring. As sextons and grave watchers, the Recluse is bent on destroying creatures of the Shadow Realms, especially higher undead like vampires and wraiths. The forces of the Haunted Recluse are a haunting of ghosts. Ghosts provide advantage with their knowledge or their through their ethereal nature. They reinforce the Recluse with their spirits and dark magic. They are a bounty hunter and forest ranger, a deft hand at travel and combat. Though the warden has been all over and knows people in every tavern and way station, they tend to be loners that prefer the company of animals over people. Their time in the wild places of the world have brought them closer to the natural world.
How the hell are both of these me?
The forces of the Relentless Warden are a pack of wild animals. Wild animals provide advantage in wild spaces as trackers and attackers. They reinforce the Warden through tooth and claw.
Sarah, we contain multitudes.
And then there's the Silent Spy Master. The Spy Master has eyes everywhere, paid informants, fifth columnists, dupes, and trained spies. The Spy Master uses the powers of the criminal world for the good of the people, and their most potent weapons are stealth, wealth, and the ability to not get caught. The Silent Spy Master forces are a web of spies. They provide advantage in gaining information, navigating social situations, and finding rare items. They reinforce the Spy Master with their poisonous pens and sometimes a poisonous blade.
Boom, 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 boom.
Then on the fighter die, we've got the Lightning Arbalester.
What?
The Arbalester is a ranged fighter that specializes in more destructive forms of magic and alchemy. Armed with wands and bombs, the Lightning Arbalester is here to rain down destruction on their enemies and hopefully not cause as much collateral damage as last time. The forces of the Lightning Arbalester are a company of artillery. Conventional archers, engineers, and scouts travel with the Lightning Arbalester to provide ground support and protect the living weapon.
Dibs.
There's the Brutal Warlord.
Ooh.
The Warlord is a leader of fighters, a brutal and direct answer to a threat. The Warlord fights side by side with their armies, clashing on the battlefields and pursuing their foes across the 4 kingdoms. Warlords are in the business of dealing death, but strive to live honorable lives that protect and serve their people. The forces of the Brutal Warlord are an army of warriors. The warriors provide advantage in combat situations and reinforce the warlord with sword and shield. Then for the Shadow Fighter, we've got the Spiderweb Assassin.
What?
The assassin is a professional killer, not a warrior. The difference is subtle. Assassins care about results, not honor. And few assassins ever want to get close to their targets, preferring to use snipers, stealth attacks, misdirection, and lies to get to their targets. The forces of the Spiderweb's assassin are a gang of killers. Killers come in all forms, as they provide advantage to assassins both as backup knives and as parts of complex traps and plots. From the center of the web, the assassin always gets their way. And then for the Sentinels, we've got the Undaunted Aegis, which is a knight or champion of a cause, a defendant of an ideal. The Aegis is sworn to uphold a creed, and they have little choice to take up their holy arms and defeat the adversary. The forces of the Undaunted Aegis are an order of monks sworn to silence and action. Monks provide advantage with their unarmed combat skills as well as their strong wills and exemption of duty. They reinforce the Aegis with wisdom, discipline, and a flurry of blows. There's the Orphaned Scion. The Scion is a fated prophet, the last in line of a forgotten mystic. Channeling arcane and divine powers, the Scion are a point of hope and light in the darkness, a shield against the worst that the adversary can spit out.
I'm reading that book right now.
The forces of the Orphan Scion are a cult of true believers.
What?
Believers provide advantage from their faith and belief and offering everything to the Scion, and they reinforce the Scion with devotion, fearlessness, and even their lives. And then the final character option is the Devious Swindler. The Swindler is a master of getting what they want through looks, charms, or guile. Some are thieves, some are con artists, all of them are gamblers of some making. The Swindler approaches social situations like a warlord does a battlefield, surveying their foes and planning for all eventualities. The forces of the Devious Swindler are a coterie of admirers. Admirers provide advantage in social situations and reinforce the Swindler with their wealth, friends, and good time.
If no one objects, I'm gonna take that D10.
Oh,
yeah, no.
I think that was,
Cool.
I'm between two.
Oh, the D10.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I'm kind of, where are you feeling?
So while they're thinking about that, Rob, are there dwarves in this world?
No.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair. I can. I'm good with
I
that.
feel like I have to pick the Devious Swindler just for the art.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You will, since I'm the only one who's played the board game, I should also note that each of these is one of these selectable characters in the board game. Should we play it, we may at some
Enter Fighter 1. I am thinking either the Dour Archwright, which is the Gearwise one, or the Relic Hunter, which is the slightly crazy magic weapon guy.
Definitely not Indiana Jones.
Yeah, or Laura Croft. Like, definitely
Yeah.
not that.
Lara.
Lara. I kind of have an idea for a character for the Dour Archwright. So I don't know. I was thinking of like that like type of person that admires like good, well built things and is sad that they have to break it now. Like these doors lasted 1,000 years, and now you want me to break them? You got to hit the hinge pin over there. It'll be fine.
If you wanted to do the other one. The first one, that was totally not Indiana Jones.
Okay.
That reminds me of John Bishop from Fringe.
Oh yes,
Walter.
John Noble.
Oh yeah.
John Noble.
Why do I call him John Bishop?
because Walter Bishop is the name.
Walter Bishop,
Bishop,
John
yeah.
Noble. Okay.
Yeah. Like a little bit of a lost mind.
Yeah.
Both sound fun.
They do both sound fun. Okay, we gotta fight it out now.
Okay. The two that I remember the best, which
Mhm.
means I probably like them the best,
Yeah.
were the Grenader and the Assassin.
Okay. I was thinking the lightning one.
The Lightning Arbalist. That
Yes.
sounds awesome, actually.
Well, that's the Grenader that I think.
Oh, okay. But if you're thinking of it, like, if you want to do that, that's cool.
Otherwise, I'm having trouble remembering the D6s.
Oh, we have.
Yeah, you kind of lost
Yeah.
me. Like, my mind.
There's so many of them. I
I heard
lost the early
lightning.
one.
It just, yeah.
since the two that you named came out of the same sort of pack there.
So Tawny, what are you playing?
Oh, haunted recluse! I want to do that.
I'm stuck between the devious swindler and the undaunted aegis. I feel like, I mean, I guess it kind of depends on what we're getting into. Am I gonna need to fight my way out or talk my way out?
I think that's going to depend
Probably
on the
both.
situation.
Yeah. The game is set up so that you're not always just fighting. Like sometimes you have to negotiate.
I'm gonna do the devious swindler.
I feel like that's a good choice because I feel like it is a choice that is slightly outside of your like I'm gonna play a fighter
Yeah.
like wheelhouse.
Yeah.
I think it's a good stretch.
So you're more talky. But you were gonna play like kind of the witchy lady type character.
Yeah, it's basically Swamp Witch who talks to ghosts.
Then I should probably take the Dour Arkwright then. 'Cause
I mean, you don't have to. We can both play crazy.
yeah, but I'm just thinking if.
I mean, I don't want to. I
Brad
don't
wants to be grumpy. Let him be.
I mean,
grumpy.
Well, I just
it
don't
is a
want to.
veteran grumpy person.
I don't want to like. If what I'm playing would stomp on your fun, I can play something else. It's fine.
We're all good.
Okay.
I have ideas for both of them. So
Okay.
I'm between the assassin and the grenader. Would the grenader make an issue?
No? Because you're shooting lightning bolts out of your arbalest. I mean, that's pretty awesome.
It's pretty freaking dope.
I'd be like, hey, shoot that, and then it'll activate it. It'll be like burp and do the thing.
Or do you want to be the quiet, savvy guy?
I was wondering.
So where are we writing our stuff down on
Oh,
our
here.
adorable?
Yeah, okay.
Goodbye, sad. People that I'll never
Hand
get
me
to play.
the adorable stack of character sheets.
Oh, it's right here.
Oh, they went around the circle and then
Okay.
died in the middle.
All right. So
So wait, I'm doing.
Um,
it's the. It shows on the
Wait,
card
here,
what
these-
dice you are. Oh, okay. Well, I'll put mine away then.
I mean, you don't have to. I just.
I'm
These
gonna.
are the dice for the game The Excellence, which is another one that uses the same system.
Oh, this is really pinky against my pink hand, so I don't know if you're going to be able to.
Wow. Yeah, that's a.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why is it a little paw?
That's when you fail.
That's for a 1, which could either be a fail or a success
Sure,
depending
sure.
on darkness. If this works the same.
yeah.
One is before 2.
Good job.
Thank you, Sarah. I do have the math blocks over there if anybody thinks they need them.
Why are you looking at me when you say that?
I feel like the Swamp Witch just like poked their head up and was like, "What is after? What is before 2?" Like back in the
Okay. So in the game, you are actually going to travel around the 4 kingdoms and going to specific sites and going on adventures. And then eventually, yes,
When do we get to the 10th kingdom?
you go on Amazon Prime or Freevee and you watch it.
Okay.
2.5 times around the 4 kingdoms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, the book comes with a map. I
See. You
have the board game map here as well, which is also very pretty. And you're basically going to go to each of these sort of little regions and go on adventures based on like the region and what the story provides. But first, we're going to determine which kingdom each character hails from. There's the Kingdom of the North. The varied landscape is all the 4 kingdoms. The North is the coldest and driest of the 4. The people that live there are as strong and as tough as bears. Falcons and eagles hunt the skies. Coins bearing double-headed falcons can still be found in the barrows and tombs of Forgotten Empire of the North. There's the Kingdom of the East, which is where the oldest of the human cities are located, as well as the ruins of the ancient race that once called the Griffin haunted and canyons home. The King Hills and the Tombstones alike are home to a vigorous people, as well as tales of an ancient kingdom that has faded from memory. It's home to many merchants and traders, and the Easterners are known for traveling far and wide in search of goods for their colorful bazaars. To the south, the South is still the wealthiest and haughtiest of the 4 kingdoms. It is a land of sparkling sands and skyscraping mountains. The South is famed for its lions and lion hunters, its jewel mines, and the Watchers, the first humans to settle in the harsh climates. And then the Kingdom of the West is home to dense forests and herds of wild unicorns.
Oh, I feel like that's where I come from.
The most peaceful of the four kingdoms, the West is nevertheless home to warriors and wizards and is known for producing particularly fine archers and bows. Kingdom dragons, the violent scourge, are most likely found in the West, particularly in the Cloudhold and the Hissing Groves.
I feel like I'm probably from the South.
I
love this.
I was thinking east because that's where all the old world is.
I will take the harsh lands of the north.
So now you're going to choose. And this is going to be your first edge. If you're from the north, are you going to be tough? Or are you going to be a mountain champion? What does that mean? What choice am I making here? Well, I'll tell you. If you're tough, you take advantage whenever you're making a danger save.
Danger saves would happen for like explosions.
Actually,
Mine collapse.
well, no. So, in this version of the polymorph rules, instead of having hearts, if you recall, you basically rack up danger when you fail stuff, and every time you get danger, you roll a save against the amount of danger that you have, and if you pass it, you're fine. If you fail it, then you take a consequence, usually a bit of corruption as the adversary starts to worm its way into your thing. So you actually have tough gives you advantage on those.
I will do the toughness.
Go ahead, Ethan, and roll a d20 for me.
Whoa! I thought I was only supposed to roll d8s.
Well, this one time it'll be okay.
11.
You hail from the lower ice fangs.
Lower ice fang. Can I check that off? Is that a thing?
Yeah. Speaking of which, Tawny,
Yeah.
you get to choose whether you are keen or a desert champion.
Keen sounds fun.
Okay.
Although I could get keen from my other thing. Nope. Yes, I'll take keen from that, and I'm gonna take dexterous from the other one.
Okay.
Keen, old, or deadly?
Oh, perfect. All right.
I think deadly. I like that.
Deadly.
Deadly.
So if you take the terrain champion, you are especially well trained or adapted to a particular type of terrain. When dealing with mundane things in that area, you gain advantage. You know how to survive in those wilds, deal with the people of those regions, fight the monsters that dwell there. And basically it's based on the terrain.
Oh, it's like the old school ranger ability where you have your like home place. That
Right,
you're like,
right,
yeah.
So you're from the
It's
east?
still a ranger ability.
I'm from the south.
Well, roll your d20.
Well, preferred terrain. But
I am gear-wise.
Should I not be gear-wise?
I have an 18.
You hail from the throne.
The throne.
Brad,
Yes,
you are from the east.
I am.
You can either be traveled or be a hills champion.
I'm going to take traveled.
Go ahead and roll your d20.
Where was that D20? Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
You are from Utar's Barrow.
Oh, yeah. That's a great place. I know all about it.
And Sarah,
yeah.
you can either be accurate or a forest champion.
Forest champion.
Okay.
Where do I put that?
In the forest.
Underneath the locations.
Okay, where there's the big
The big white
Okay.
spot underneath that, yeah.
forest champion.
And then go ahead and roll a d20.
Oh my god, I'm the Lorax. Five.
You are from Cloudhold.
What's cool about Cloudhold?
It's a mountainous area.
Oh,
Where you're from?
Yeah. I've been there once.
Where are you from, Ethan?
I am from the lower ice fang.
Also a mountainous area.
I've been there once.
I love this. I'm so excited.
Tawny, where are you from?
The throne.
That is a grassy plains area.
I've been there once too.
And
Twice.
Brad,
Yes.
where are you from?
Utar's Barrows. I'm from there.
Where is it?
That's where I was born, at least.
That is a desert area.
Desert.
Okay.
I could go for some dessert.
I would love some dessert. Dessert.
Joey, stop.
Dessert.
Stop.
Has everyone made their choices?
I have.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
what edges did you choose?
I am accurate, intimidating, fast, and tough.
I am lucky, charming, dexterous, and keen.
I am gear-wise, veteran, and well-armed.
So,
You should have
You should have
4.
Oh, sorry. And traveled. That's at the...
I feel like I messed up. But no, because they're the ones that are up here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have for edges Psalms sung at death's door. So great. Intimidating and deadly.
Okay. You should have 4.
I only saw.
Forest champion.
Forest champion.
And Forest Champion. Yes, thank
That's
you.
okay.
That's an edge.
Okay. So before we get too deep, let me tell you about your spell book, Sarah.
Yeah.
You get 2 cantrips, which you basically just kind of
Cantrip.
well, normally you spend spirit to do a thing.
Yeah.
But cantrips you can actually make an action roll to do it instead.
Okay.
You have ghost light.
That's cool.
And speak with the dead. As an incantation, you have summon skeletal warrior.
Okay, that's awesome.
That's great.
And Charon's fairy, which basically lets you step into the realm of death, go around a locked door, and then step back out.
Can I change my character now?
Too late.
Oh.
So summon skeletal warrior and fairy
Charon's fairy.
Charons.
Yeah.
Charon.
Yeah.
Charons.
Charon.
It costs 2 coins, though, right?
Probably.
Oh, fairy, not fairy.
Right.
Gotcha. Chiron.
Put the coins on your eyes, you know.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
gotcha.
Ooh.
Them coin eyes.
The,
Go
nec-
wherever they want.
Coin eyes.
the
They
necromancer
go where they want.
the necromancer may bring their allies along. However, all who travel this way must make a save versus bones or be marked by the ferryman. They take the marked condition or a danger.
I'm in danger.
Just sit in the back of the Karen's boat and be like, I'm in danger.
And then your ritual is seal the tomb, which basically lets you
What?
set up a mystical ward that
You're dead and you're really dead.
expels all undead and undead creatures and keeps them from coming in.
Damn.
I'll send you
Awesome.
that page. So
I love that.
so everybody has as starting forces score equal to their die type.
So mine would be 6.
Correct.
Where's forces?
It's underneath.
big maroonish.
It's right here.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
It's okay.
How could I miss?
By not looking at it.
That's true. Very true.
And that's basically kind of a rating of your character's whatever your forces are, be it the army of admirers or the dead or whatever. And those can go
They prefer the unalive.
okay. Now
So excited for this.
choose your character motivation. Why must you defeat the adversary? Here are some examples. Destiny. The fates have put me in the way of the adversary. Virtue. It is the righteous thing and the adversary must be stopped. Vengeance. The adversary killed someone close to me. Design. Stopping the adversary will secure my legend. Debt. I owe someone my life. Vision. To quell the visions of destruction that haunt me. Daring. The greatest adventure requires the greatest heroes. Violence. Hey, this is fun! Rah!
Is that seriously what it says?
That's actually what it says.
Oh, yeah, that, yep.
Desire. My bloodlust can only be quenched by the adversary. And vital. I will defeat the adversary to prove I am the strongest.
I think I like visions.
Y'all, do I want debt, or vengeance?
Vengeance.
Okay.
No, I was just
okay.
I was just thinking of the old Daggerfall game. Where you go
Oh
outside.
God, yeah.
Vengeance. I mean, what was the other one you're looking at?
Debt.
I feel like
Gambling debt.
most Tawny characters are vengeance.
They are.
Yeah, I think you should do debt.
Okay.
Like it could also be like a life debt too, where like someone.
Well, it is. I owe someone my
Oh
life.
yeah, okay. It is you owe. Okay.
I might do. Whee! This is fun.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I would expect nothing less.
Okay.
Yes.
I had an idea of like I'm trying to preserve, like basically the big bad evil person is destroying all of the cool.
Then it's the
gadgets
right
and
thing to
cultural-
do.
Okay. Yep. Good call. It's the right thing to do. I mean, look at all the things
I wrote
things he
vengeance.
destroyed.
I
the
wrote
greater
down
good.
The
vengeance,
greater good.
and I meant to put debt.
Do you want to try writing down with a pencil? Just like feel the graphite, dude.
I did.
But feel it more.
No, but I did. I can't mix my pages.
Okay. That's fair. I respect that, and I apologize.
Okay.
trampling on your
The
boundaries.
Dour Arkwright. If you're looking for a name, they suggest Baylor, Strongarm, Sheila, Gerd, or Brooks.
Gerd.
Baylor sounds pretty good.
Okay.
Okay, Baylor.
And then, just so you have an idea of the character look they're going for, leather apron with vest, various tools, heavy hammer, 10-foot pole, lanterns, well-worn boots. Yeah, it's all like they're basically just going to describe the art. But haunted recluse.
Yeah.
I think I know which one you're going to pick, but I'm going to read them anyway. Old Ned, Alucard, Virginia, Red Betty, Samizdor.
Shit, those are all really fucking good.
Wow, that's awesome.
I'm old Ned.
I mean, the name's Old Ned. God, like Old Ned's good. Alucard, Red Betty.
Wham blam.
Thank
That's
you.
what I was. Yeah.
Proud of you,
She's
boo.
from
Proud of you, boo.
Ham. It doesn't rhyme anymore. Read down.
Oh shit, those are all really fucking good.
Red Betty's from the forest. Wham blam.
She got the undead. Wham blam. What do you guys think?
I mean, they're all pretty great.
They're all really great. What was the last one?
Samizdor.
Samistar. What is that from? Is that from a thing?
Not that I know.
Oh, Samistar.
I was gonna say Samus,
Samus.
but
Yeah.
Yeah. Alucard, that's great.
Red Betty's pretty great.
Mhm.
I do like Red Betty. Oh, I had a card named Betty.
Was it red?
And you have
Uh,
a grandma named Betty too.
the left quarter panel was red.
Nice. See? Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do Red Betty.
That was one I thought you
Should have put your
Oh,
money
really?
on it, Rob.
I should have.
Should have put your money on it.
parlayed it. All right.
I mean, Old Ned was a close second.
Right. Yeah, I saw you wrestling with it, but your kit includes heavy cloak, dark, well-worn robes, a lantern with an eerie glow, ancient jewelry, and a skull pendant.
Yes!
The Lightning Arbalester.
These are actual rattlesnake vertebrae, so I feel like I accidentally dressed in character.
Yeah.
Excellent. Ixidor, Jaya, Burn, Smilin' Jax, Brith.
Griff.
Well, Brith feels like one of Ethan's patented. I'm just going to throw some consonants.
It does.
that
Yeah.
vaguely
Names
sound
together.
name shaped move.
Two names crashed. And they set it over here in the corner, and I thought it was pretty cool, so I better
Well,
pick it up.
They crashed and rolled.
Yeah, yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, this is cool.
Yeah, let's do Smiling Jack.
Your kit includes traveling gear, army boots, a potion belt, thick goggles, and a slightly singed overcoat.
Can we possibly get the list of what we have as gear?
Yeah, I will share that with you all All right.
Can I have a grunty dog?
Oh, grunty dog.
You already have one.
I know, but he's not mine.
The devious
I'm
swindler.
asking if you can
Yes,
give
that's
me
me.
Tawny's dog.
Yes. Yeah, like I can't make that decision. That's hers. Locke, Dax, Holiday, Orlando, or the Griffin.
Oh, the Griffin. That's good. The Gray Griffin.
What's your name? The Griffin. No. What's your name?
The Griffin.
No, it's the Griffin. Yeah.
Chris, I have to tell you that both of the times that we've done character creation for this game, when we've gone through the example names, everyone has been like, they're all so good. I can't.
Oh God! Like I'm.
So,
But what can I call you?
Ace is there.
You may call me the Griffin.
First name the.
First name the last name Griffin.
First name also
No.
Griffin.
I was going to say, first name the, middle initial Griff, last name Fun. I put the fun in the Griffin.
Griffin.
Oh, you have to spell it Griffun. Griffun.
Not doing that.
Come on.
It's
All
not
right.
dignified enough.
No, it's perfect.
No.
Come on.
No.
And
Come
if you're on unfriendly terms, it's just the.
Ooh.
The. More importantly, Ethan, are you smiling Jack and you never smile, or you always smile? I feel
He
like,
smirks.
but then you'd be smirking Jack.
That's the point.
Decadent
Better
robes,
than Merkin Jack.
supple boots, climbing gear,
That's a dick
Ooh.
joke.
deck of cards, lock boxes secreted in multiple areas.
Nice.
Now it is time to create your companion.
His name is
Um,
Bob. He's a ghost. No, his name is Old Ned, and he's a ghost.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, that's good. Whoever my companion is, Old Ned.
Well, that's so the companion is the character that you play when somebody else's hero is in the spotlight. It can be a ghost, and in fact, it probably does reflect the sort of the alliance of, so look at your forces and think about, okay, who of my forces would I want to play assisting other players?
General Old Ned. He's a ghost of a military man.
I think just old Ned is like, he doesn't have to be general. Like, he looks like a general, certainly.
Yeah.
But
I mean, but like, yeah, he's Old Ned. Old Ned is the companion,
He's old Ned.
and he's old and named Ned.
then you also choose that its die type, 4, 6, 8, or 10, and that gives it its own role.
I feel like he's probably a 10.
Okay.
He's a 10, but he's dead.
He's a ghost. He's a 10, but he's incorporeal. This game is so much fun. I haven't even started playing yet.
Do we need to have all 4 die types covered on our companion?
I think so,
as well? Okay,
yeah.
so it'd be like
I will jump in and do Once Dead Jake, a D4 archer.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this a reference? Yeah.
I've said 3 already while we've been here.
Well, I
Yeah,
found one of them.
They're the entire session is going to be, is that a reference? Is that a reference? Is that a reference? Is that a reference?
What die type did you pick, Ethan?
4.
D4.
And she's got a 10.
So we need a 6 and an 8 still.
So
And you're
do they-
already... Oh, no,
I am
you
a
were
10.
so...
You're a
4.
okay. So,
So
either
it's-
way we go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it worked out this way.
What if I take a 6 because that's closest to your die type, and you take an 8 because it's closest to my die type?
That was
And what were the 8s again? The Those were the. Sorry,
The fighters.
the fighters. Okay.
Yeah.
And the 6s were
The Vanguard.
Vanguard.
Like Red Betty.
I have a fighty guy, a little
Ooh, I think I found her voice.
duelist. He's a duelist.
Okay.
I've decided. And his name is Rathbone.
Damn.
Okay. So, so you get to pick 3 edges for your companion. I feel like as a duelist, precise might be a good one.
Yep.
Well, here, you look at the list and pick 3.
Rathbone is precise, well-armed, and agile.
Okay.
So,
I think old Ned is going to be young.
Yeah, they just grab people in bed that way.
so has anybody ever seen Nimona?
Yes.
I kind of feel like I should have the fighter be Nimona.
Yes.
Yes.
Like
Just an absolute punch goblin.
just-
Yes.
Oh God, that movie started and I was like, how did they make me into an animated? Video? It was wild. Ooh, Keen. Maybe.
Punch Goblin kind of sounds pretty great.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
That's the full name. Actual name is Punch Goblin.
Punchy for short. I don't know why everything's Brooklyn today.
Shouldn't it be Southern?
I know. It
Oh
is.
no! If it's a Punch Goblin, you know her name is Judy.
Ah, no.
That's pretty good.
It's so
I'm really here for it. I'm very here for this.
Wait, no, I'll
Like,
tough.
I just imagine.
Punchin' Judy.
I just imagine she is a living embodiment of the meme from the Waterboy where the lady character is holding up the "Want me to kill them?" sign.
Okay, old Ned is armored, young, and tough.
Okay. So is he like a clanky suit of armor
Yeah.
ghost? Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Is he a headless suit of armor ghost?
oh God, the guy from Medieval. The knight that you play in the game Medieval from the OG PlayStation. Okay.
Medieval.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir, Sir,
Well, it's old. I mean,
Dawn.
Oh no.
okay.
Deadly young and fast.
There you go.
Done and
Sir
dusted.
Daniel Fortescue, in case anybody needed that, like I did.
Wow, damn dude.
Well, Rathbone, your duelist.
Rathbone, yes.
Is he trying to impress you?
100%.
Okay.
Yes.
And you're like,
but effortlessly. Or he's trying to look
is
effortless.
he eager or is he bored?
Bored.
Oh, all right. I guess I'll fight you. Okay.
I think it's more like, I know I can beat you, so I'm not really worried about it.
Okay.
So I suppose we'll do it. Here we go.
Does he do the Maverick thing of I will let you win this duel for 5 minutes. After that, it will be 10 seconds, and we'll be having drinks within the hour.
That feels Rathbone-y.
Okay. Oh, so what did you pick for?
I put Lucky, Quiet, and Lore-wise.
Okay.
And his name is?
Once dead.
Once dead Jake.
Once Dead Jake.
Okay, I think we've got our so those are the companions that you'll be playing when when somebody else is playing the hero. And we'll deal with that momentarily, but first it's time to worry about the adversary.
Boo!
Bum bum bum.
So, in the
Such
game,
a
in the board game, you choose an adversary, and they have a specific plan of what they're using the evil power of the Dark Tower to accomplish. Now, there are 3 ways in the RPG to create the adversary. One is you can use one of the adversaries from the board game because they're the classic flame god, your undead knight, your Empress of Shades, and so on, your exile god, that sort of thing. The second method is I would make an adversary. That's great. But I want to do the third route, which is we make the adversary.
Yay!
This process, the designer calls the Quandos Vorn method, which is a shout out to a little known RPG called The Guy in Reach.
The guy in Reach!
Which was written by Robin Laws, who you will know as the designer of Feng Shui.
Shout out to Robin Laws!
So in that game, when you make your character, the focus of the game is you are chasing after Quandos Vorn, and that villain has wronged you in some way, and that's why you're like, we got to kill Bill here. So in this version, I ask each of you the same question, and you give me the answer, and that creates one of the seals, which the adversary is working to break. Once the adversary has broken these 4 seals, that's when they win. The world is ruined, and the heroes have been defeated.
Those
So
seals, what did they ever do to anyone?
Get out of my head!
Each of these statements is used to craft one of the adversary's seals, and bringing the statements together creates the outline who the adversary is. The best practice is to use these statements to define a characteristic, like the adversary is the greatest fire mage in the world, a source of power, they have a vault of ancient treasure, a powerful item, they have an amulet of immortality, or a power, like they're a god born out of space and time. That the adversary has. Then you describe why this power is stopping the players from defeating the adversary. Finally, by describing the way the players could surmount that obstacle, each item or power reveals a seal that can be addressed or attacked in some way. So, like, if they have an all-powerful item, well, then we've got to steal it. Now that you have a grip on your main character, think about, why haven't you defeated the adversary?
I've been too busy building up my throngs of undead. What?
Why?
Because I know I can't do it alone. And other people deserve vengeance. Even if they're dead.
Okay.
I tell people that it's because I have no interest in taking him down. However, internally, I'm actually scared that I wouldn't succeed and it would look bad.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay.
So I think I have the item that will make him weak, but I need to figure out how to destroy it. I cannot figure out how. That's why I'm traveling around the world, because it's like it's some sort of.
So you have the item,
Yeah, like I
but
think
you don't know how to destroy it.
I don't. Yeah, I can't destroy it currently.
He's got the power.
Yeah,
power.
like it's one of the phylacteries, or like it's one of the artifacts or something, and it's like,
What if it's the adversary's heart?
ooh, and it's a mechanical heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or it's an actual heart.
I have the heart of a young
What
child.
if
It's in a jar on my desk.
let's combine them. What if it's his actual heart, but it's in like a Hellraiser puzzle box type?
Yes. I love Hellraiser. I gotta watch that.
So of course, like I'm wandering around with I'm like, oh, this is really important. I shouldn't lose this. And of course, everybody's gonna be like, what's that? I'm like, nothing.
Is that how we met? Did I try to steal it?
It's my heart-shaped box.
No.
I can't be mad. That was really good.
His heart is protected by, I want to say, like Mechanus, or like, what is the name of the thing? That is not the
Mechanus
heart-shaped
Eternus.
box.
I was gonna say, what if it would be the coronary astrolabe?
Ooh.
I like that.
Damn. Arterial astrolabe.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure that was going to go over well, but I'm glad it did.
I dig it.
I miss playing games with you.
Okay, now I've got an idea. What if he put it there on purpose?
He separated it from his body because if it was in his body.
Well, because it's the arterial astrolabe. The idea is you put your heart inside the box, and eventually it becomes a star.
Oh.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
And you have it, so it's still working and running, and you know that you have to destroy it before his heart becomes a star.
So is it?
And sometimes it keeps you up at night as it goes tick, 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 tock.
No.
Well,
Under your floorboards.
So like, is it like,
why not pull out some Poe bullshit?
Why not?
No.
Is it fist size or is it tiny?
I think it's like it's fist size.
Like Pandora's box in that episode of Xena, and if you don't put your hand on it and twist it. Okay.
No, I just saw that.
No, that was
episode. I don't know what
cool.
you're talking about.
I was just listening to you. I wasn't judging.
Yeah.
You're fine, girl.
But yeah, that's the whole thing. Is like it's the struggle too, because this is the most beautiful thing that was ever made by the ancients. But this evil asshole shoved his heart in it, and it's like
I have an even
bastard.
better idea. It changes size.
like it.
Why?
Depending on how far away you are from the adversary.
Oh,
Get smaller or bigger?
Well,
Mm,
bigger because
Yeah.
it's Grinch rules.
Grinch rules, yeah.
Yeah, it grows 3 sizes bigger the closer you get.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Okay. So that's one seal.
Or it just gets heavier.
Both? Because I mean, it's trying to turn into a star.
True.
Heavier would be really cool, because then if you get too fucking far, what do? You can't.
Yeah.
If you go too far, it floats.
Are you collecting souls because you're trying to protect them from something?
Yes.
Like, all right.
If the adversary's heart, if the adversary's heart becomes a star, it will mess with the gravity of the cosmos and cause an eclipse that will eliminate 75% of the souls that are remaining on Earth.
Or what if he just needs to feed the souls to the star to make it hit mass?
right, like it.
Oh,
like,
yeah, that's actually, that's
Yeah,
a little simpler.
Yeah.
It's a dark star.
Yeah. Basically, it's like
bing,
Black-
it's ready, and then you open up
and
the
then you
box
just shove a bunch of souls
and then
in
the
it.
souls go whoa and get sucked into it.
Oh my
And then
gosh,
it-
do
and
I
then
have
it
like a little rope around each of them so they don't go away? Oh my gosh.
Do you have a chatelaine? And each one is a little soul.
Oh my gosh. I have little carabiners all over so they don't go away if the box gets open. Ah! I love this. I have pet ghosts. No, I don't call them pets though.
But they know.
They know.
Oh,
So you're protecting these ghosts,
yes.
and maybe the adversary is doing the opposite and basically shoving them into like zombies and monsters and things like that. Basically
Oh.
to stock up the firewood so that
Yeah.
when
So they're easier to kill and
Right.
then just
I'll use them as my undead army until such time
Yeah.
as I just burn them for fuel.
I must need flesh.
Mhm.
So are the ghosts like mystery skulls? The na 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 na.
yeah.
Like,
I love that. Yeah, there's ones like I give them all rotations because they all deserve to have like equal time. If we're set in a camp, I let all of them roam and
It's nice that we're playing Pokemon.
Ghostimon. Raggy, is it a ghost?
I'm sorry. I need to go die inside a little bit.
Hook them on your belt and their little balls.
I was thinking that. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No,
Okay.
but I don't make them fight each other because I'm not a monster.
No, you just make them fight other things.
Yeah. You're just a ghost type Pokemon trainer master. Like you specialize in ghost type.
I can't even argue this.
Okay. So, restate what you wanted to do, or has this discussion changed?
The reason I
anything?
haven't gone after it is I tell everyone because I don't care. It doesn't affect me. Why would I? But I am concerned that I wouldn't win this fight should I go.
Why do you think you won't win? May I make a suggestion?
Yes.
There's a personal connection.
Yes.
He's your dad.
Is it your father?
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Did your
Daddy?
is your dad dead because he saved you and you owe him?
Is that why the debt? Because
Yeah, that's
my
your debt.
motivation is debt.
Yes, that's the debt you can
Life
never
debt.
repay. Is like
Yep.
your father took your stead, and now he is a ghost
Hello.
that will be eaten by the
My
bad
name
guy.
is The Griffin. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Okay.
Oh,
Do
I
you
was
by
thi-
any chance happen to have 6 fingers? on
I
your
was
left
thinking.
hand?
I was thinking the adversary was your dad.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, that could.
Yeah.
Oh. Does he have 6 fingers on him?
6 ghost fingers.
6 ghost fingers. The adversary could be my dad.
Okay.
I'm going to give that one to you, Rob. Whichever one you think is
I
narratively
think the adversary
funner.
is your dad.
Okay. Great.
Search your feelings, and you know it to be true. I am.
So
your
I guess
How do you spell adversary?
Adversary.
Okay, cool.
Adversary.
I couldn't. I like.
so. Are you looking for somebody then that like you think?
Oh, like, do I know it's my dad? I don't know.
Well, no. Like, are you looking for somebody? I'm trying to figure out how this is like actionable in the sense of why you are looking for like.
I need to undo all of the harm that he's done.
Is it something where your dad got pulled into like the evil baddie's soul got put into your dad's body, and you're trying to separate them?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I do like that.
You're like, oh, I could do it any day, and you're like, how the hell am I
Am I
going to
going to
get dad out
freaking
of
do
this?
this? Yeah. How do I separate without
Well,
killing?
Well, you're so strong. Why don't you just go murder him? And you're like,
It doesn't really.
I
I totally could, but it doesn't affect me. So why
Yeah.
would I? Why would I waste that time
Right through
when
his-
I could be here playing dice?
right straight through his ghosty, stupid heart.
Yes.
Put a bet
Now
on
roll
it.
'em.
Put a bet on
Roll
it.
them.
So I feel like okay, yeah. So basically, or at the very least, the adversary is possessing your dad's body, and
Mhm.
you don't know how to
Separate.
or reverse it without killing your father.
Or
There
at
is
the
no
very
dad,
least,
only-
that's what I believe.
Well, yeah. I mean, so you need to consult with wizards and mages and lore and all that shit to try and figure out like okay,
I'm
how
not
do
a very lore person. So.
well. Luckily, you have people who do
Yeah.
that for you.
Wait, did you say you had intimidating?
Yes.
There's no dad, only Zool.
I'm just trying to think.
I
Oh, sorry.
So why haven't you defeated the adversary?
I was thinking that as a living weapon myself, we used to more or less be rivals, semi-compete, before he struck it big and started.
So you could have been the BBEG.
Yes.
That stands for Big Bad Evil Guy.
It does.
Or Big Bad Evil Girl.
Oh. Then why isn't it the BBEP?
Or Big Bad Evil Gay.
But why isn't it BBEP? So it'd be Big Bad Evil Person.
Bebop.
Bip.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Bebop.
Okay, so how does this become an action?
I do not know. That's what I was originally thinking.
Okay, so
Wait, what was your drive again?
is
Maybe did
fun.
you
Blast 'em.
have a relationship with them and you are worried about like you're conflicted about taking them down because like you remember the good times. Maybe they could be good again.
But how is it actionable as a seal?
Could
I
it
don't know.
That's yeah.
could it be that you promised him that if he ever lost his edge that you would kill him and he would do the same to you? And he's lost his edge. Look at this. He's got to go have ghosties and a evil mechanized heart. You're at the top of your
And
game.
Steel bodies.
Steel bodies, and he's up in his tower. Sit in your tower, fucking nap.
I like that, but how is that seal? Mm-hmm. Walrus.
Ugh.
Does he own the champion's pendant or necklace or something?
You need to make him remember his humanity by showing him the locket that has the picture of his former family.
Now kiss.
It's just a locket that says "#1 badass."
Just pull that directly out of my anus.
What if you need to find the right alchemical formula for the bomb or the artifact that will put a hole in the tower?
What kind of magic spell
To
to
use.
use?
Slime or snail,
Puppy dog tails,
thunder or lightning.
And
baby
Ethan said,
dance magic, dance magic, dance magic, dance magic.
Put that
Magic smell on me. Stop that baby, make it free. Jump magic, jump, jump magic.
Jordan's gonna be mad.
Yep.
She wasn't here.
Yeah.
First time we've
Sorry,
actually
Jordan.
done that whole bit. She wasn't here. Ha!
I mean, we could cast David Bowie as the big bad evil guy.
I don't want to kill David Bowie.
That's
But
why
that
it's
would
so
make David
hard.
Bowie my dad.
And I have David Bowie's heart in my
Okay.
hand. Anyways, sorry.
Can I lick it? What? No.
Jeez, you get Brad on this side of the camera, and suddenly he's the one who's like blah 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 blah. Let me.
Yeah, Brad, keep it on target. Come on.
Okay, Brad's like,
You realize
I made a huge
you
mistake.
antagonize him now. He's just going to come back later.
Okay. So, all right. What do we want? How do we want to reflect the idea that you were rivals at some point? Like
Enemies to lovers,
what's the?
lovers to enemies.
I don't think Ethan is really into a romantic thing as much as this side of the table is pushing for it.
Maybe it should be.
We developed a bomb in the early days together, and I need to get all the ingredients to blow up his
Okay.
freaking
Oh
shit.
my god, is he your Oppenheimer?
How
Or
would he
your
be?
Barbenheimer.
Would I be the government then?
I don't know. I
was-
kind of said it out loud before I had the entire thought.
He was the Einstein to your Oppenheimer?
No, he would be the Einstein to the Oppenheimer because he's the bad guy. And Einstein was like, no.
Out.
So, he wants to become a star. He took over your dad's body because your dad is a powerful king. And so that gives him the resources to do what he sees fit.
That also makes you a princess.
I
I have thoughts about that.
I suspect. Yeah, I feel like there's definitely some child rebellion of like, oh no, I'm not.
That's not me.
Is that why you're the Griffin? Is because their seal is the Griffin Rampart?
And no one can know who the fuck I really am.
Right.
Yeah.
You're like the Shadow, but
You have a tuxedo
I
man.
imagine one of the ghosts comes up. It's like, oh my god, Julie, how are you?
I don't know who that is.
You know that your bomb is the only way to stop the adversary before they become a star. So you've got to seek out those parts. You want to protect as many ghosts as possible because they're getting vacuumed up to power the device.
Mhm.
And you
Do not want to rule the kingdom, and I need my dad back.
right.
Aww.
But you've also got to kind of take the role of the the princess leading the rebellion of like, oh well, if I distract him with all sorts of criminal bullshit, then it's going to slow him down. Which of those 4 things do you want to pursue first? Like, what do we want to do for that first adventure?
Are you still in the main kingdom where he's at? Like, you basically, like, live in his evil, broody castle, and he's like...
I mean, it's hilarious because I'm from the throne.
Yeah, like, daughter, join me in my evil endeavors. You're like, sure, Dad, no problem. And then you're like, anyways, gotta go outside.
Yeah. That's a good question. Is he still masquerading?
Oh, I think so. I don't think he's...
Okay.
Like, maybe the clock ticks to when he feels powerful enough that he doesn't have to pretend to be your dad anymore. And then he can just be like, I am ascending to godhood.
But I know shit's off.
But shit's off.
And I gotta find a way to... Okay,
So
okay. Yeah, I like that.
Because like, you don't want to reveal your identity. Like, basically, you want to reveal his identity before he reveals yours.
And kills me.
And kills you, probably.
And of course, the best place to hide is right next to someone who's trying to look for you.
Right.
So, I feel like his name is King something.
Aloysius.
The Crimson
No.
King.
Oh. No, because I'm Red Betty.
Wham blam.
The Man in Black.
Like, I kind of imagine that he wears sort of Loki-style stag, like a Loki-style stag crown.
The Horned King is from...
Gideon.
The Horned King's from Black Cauldron. So you could...
Oh, yeah, the Horned King.
Yeah.
Like the Golden Horned King.
Ooh, that's very old gods of Appalachia.
Mm-hmm.
And since we are, in fact, from the South,
Yeah.
that vibes.
His name is Gideon.
Nice.
Okay.
Gideon the Ninth.
But what shines brighter than gold?
I stole it from Criminal Minds. It's Mandy Patinkin.
So, are we... Basically, who wants to take the lead for the first adventure?
Not it.
I feel like with that personal connection, it's got to be you.
Okay.
Or your last? Like, I don't know. Like,
Well, I feel like you've got to be in the 2 that we're definitely doing.
yeah.
Okay. I
Okay.
see.
Okay.
So,
Because I feel like yours is either like you discover it first, you're like, oh shit, we got to stop this guy, or you're like the last piece that you're like you're feeding us all the information until the last minute.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we lead with it. I
Yeah.
feel like you're the one who is like, something's weird with Dad.
Yeah.
And you discover, oh, he's got a thing. Is it a heist? Do you have to? Is there like an artifact that you've seen him using, or like a book that you've seen him reading that you're like, that's bad news, Gene. That's bad idea, Genes. We've got to steal that.
Are you stealing the key for the heart?
Oh.
One of the keys.
Yeah, well,
One of
or
the
like
keys.
the tool, like one of the
Yeah.
tools, like they're not keys, they're tools.
Or a book that tells part of the ritual.
Like it's the instruction manual.
Yeah.
Like the exploded diagram.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
like,
yeah.
The Madman's Journal, or the Mad
Codex of the Madman.
Okay,
Heart.
is it a book?
Yeah.
Okay.
But what is the book called?
Maybe it could be a scroll.
Could be scroll.
No, it's got to be a book that has like
The book
Flash.
that
Is it
shall
or-
not be
Basically,
named.
so I like the idea that it is maybe the like I feel like we're definitely circling sort of, this is a Necronomicon style, like these are the ramblings of the madman who made this thing, right?
Some call it Tim.
The coronal diagram. Because it's becoming a heart, and it's a diagram of the things that you have to do. It's also very Brandon Sanderson-y with the diagram.
Like the
Heartseeker's Tome. The Heartseeker. The Heartseeker.
The Book of Lubadub.
wait. Maybe it's
Heart Forger?
The Heartseeker Key.
it feels like it should be a sword. Cardiac Mechanus of Cardiac?
The Cardiac Key?
I don't know.
Cardiac Codex?
Oh, yeah.
Codis Cardios?
Rhythm's End.
Oh!
Rhythm's End? Like a heartbeat?
I like that. Ethan did good.
The flat line.
The double cheeseburger. Where is it being held? In a library? In a rich person's house? In an asylum?
A temple,
Okay.
perhaps?
Maybe like a weird swamp witch's house.
No, the adventure can't be, oh, I need to just
Here
pull
it
this
is.
off my,
Oh, yeah.
my nightstand.
I got 4 of those. What do you want? First edition, second edition?
The
What about like the temples
temple
in
of
France
these
where they've got all of the they're like
Oh, the
under
ossuary?
the ossuaries?
Yeah.
That are like underneath the whatever.
Oh, like the catacombs?
the catacombs.
The catacombs of the celestial clock.
Yep.
Ooh.
That's it.
That's a lot of C's, dude. Like mad props.
And C's that also sound like S's.
Except for clock.
And this is located,
Clask.
and this is located in the throne, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because I like the idea that, so are the catacombs under the palace, or are they under the largest temple?
I think they're under the temple.
Yeah.
That way he's got, maybe a group of creepy, weird priest guys who also fight
His necro dudes.
his necro dudes,
yeah.
the creepy,
Necro
weird priest
nuns.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones he shoved like souls in, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, of course. So like
The many-faced god.
We do not make Martin jokes in our friggin' campaigns.
but like
Tamra Pierce also has one.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not as bad then.
in my head I could see, of course, like his higher acolytes have like more souls shoved
Yeah,
into them.
yeah.
So they have like
They have higher
more-
breath.
Well, yeah, essentially, yeah. Sanderson.
I see what you did
But
there.
like, it just in my head, I'm like, well, of course you're gonna want the most souls you can around the
Mhm.
thing that you're gonna want to implode. So
Mhm.
let's just grab a person, turn him into a lich, and just shove more souls into them until
Mhm.
they're like. That way they
At
can do
like
like
the 10th heightening or something.
yeah. They can also do creepy soul reaver stuff where they just pull down their mask and like suck the souls into their face.
Or just have like, I don't know, steaks. That's not
No.
the word I was looking for.
Okay.
Steak was
So-
not the
So
spikes.
I like
There we go,
the
spikes.
kind of the necro dude cultists as sort of the low level enemy. Like I feel like the lieutenant is maybe more of a magic type dude that can basically pull people's souls out of them.
Yeah.
Is it
I've just sucked away 10 years of your life.
right? What if
Tell
she's-
me. I don't
what if
remember.
it's
This
like
is
a
full posterity.
banshee person? Like she can go and
Well, that's what I'm thinking. The high level thing.
that's the high. Okay,
is
yeah,
basically they open their mouth and souls come shooting out and like slam into you. So you've got like the cultist dudes, the soul screamer, which is the banshee type thing, and then I want to like this is a clumsy way to say it, but I want to say like the thief of breath.
Yeah.
And like the breath taker sounds weird. It sounds like a mint. Like that's not scary.
The soul scrubber.
Very
The-
decidedly not scary.
Yeah.
The cleaners!
the gasp, like something along
The
that
final
line.
gasp. The
Well, but this is
Death rattle.
death rattle.
Death rattle.
Death rattle.
well, but it's got to be like the death
Yeah,
rattler.
it's gotta be like
it has to be a title.
Yeah.
the grasp of
The cold scream.
The grasping.
The like something like Gravedigger.
Oh,
Gasps stealer.
The breathless.
The breathless.
Ooh. That's not bad.
Gotta
Not
take.
bad.
Gotta take breaths.
You leave me breathless. Roy Orbison? No one? Okay, just me.
Sorry.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
silent.
I mean, like, maybe if I saw
I'm gonna go with Breathless for right now,
Is that Jerry Lee Lewis?
I will
Nice, Jerry Lee.
resume. So it looks like you guys have to
Jerry Lee Lewis.
I still like it.
make your way through the catacombs of the Celestial Clock to find Rhythm's End, and Spirit, and maybe you have to find it before Gideon does.
I mean, I thought that
So-
was like kind of a given.
So like they're basically, one of the Breathless is leading their team during as the rival team, the spooky guys, while you guys are doing yours. So that means that you're leading this, and then each of you are playing the companion, or playing your companion character.
Okay, so I'm playing Old
You're
Ned.
playing Old Ned.
Our plan is to do 2. Is there any way we can do 2 heroes and 2 companions? Or is that
Hmm.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what?
buddy,
That's
buddy,
actually
buddy cop it?
that's
Yeah.
actually a good idea. So who thinks who would be the other person to send on this mission?
Because I have the thing.
Because you have the heart.
I have the
Yeah,
thing.
I think it would be Brad.
Is that,
Okay.
that or Sarah because of ghosties?
Yeah,
That means you guys will lead the second one.
Old Ned.
While we are focusing on your good guys, we do want to choose what the other good guys are doing. Like, they're going to go talk to somebody, or they're gathering information, or they're recruiting people, or
Honestly, I think I would be collecting souls.
okay. So maybe you are actually casting that big ass ritual that you have as sort of the, like, here is the repository for the souls that I am collecting. Like,
Here's the safe space.
yeah, basically.
Here's your safe house. Enjoy it here.
Okay.
You're doing chemistry.
Yeah, because I probably yeah, we probably work together on that while the ritual's going. You know, just let it bake while we, work on the other stuff, and then let that bake.
Pop it into the oven.
Yeah,
come
for
back,
sure. Teamwork.
All right.
Stick a fork in it. See if it comes out clean.
Taste it.
Needs a little more salt.
It's funny because one of the things my original plan was they also have some of the bad guys from the board game that you can use as bad guys in this. But I like our Death Cult themed guys a lot more. Like, I think we're going to do some cool stuff with them, so we're going to do that. All right. Thank you all for watching the messy but wonderful creative process. And we hope that you enjoy our short run of Return to Dark Tower. From all of us here at Theater of the Mind Players, we are
Ethan Exit Anderson.
Tawny P. Thompson.
Sarah Babe.
Brad Davies.
and our Lord of the Board, Stanley.
The Beagle.
From all of us here at Theater of the Mind Players, this is Rob Whelan reminding you to just repeat to yourself, it's only a game. I should really just relax.
Congratulations, fellow human! You've reached the end of an exciting episode of Theater of the Mind Players. If you enjoyed our story, please like the video. If you want more games, subscribe to our channel. Attack the bell for notifications on new posts. If you liked the episode, please tell us what you enjoyed the most in the comments. If you loved the episode, consider joining our Patreon. You'll get access to special shows, session zeros, and help us determine what we play on the show. We love our friends of Pat Rayon, and we hope to see you there.